Ladies and gentlemen, very honored right now to introduce the Mayor of Jerusalem. When Mayor Barkat last spoke to our community, it was in our gym on Shabbat, the Shabbat before elections. And he outlined a beautiful and inspiring vision of what Jerusalem can be, as great a city as it is, that it can even become that much greater, attracting more people to come and visit Jerusalem, to live here, to stay here. And it's a privilege as a citizen of Jerusalem to see each day, even hour, that there are steps being taken to fulfill that vision, that there's progress being made to fulfill that vision. And in some small way, the building we hope to build here is our community's contribution to that vision as well. And it's a great honor to be a participant in this very worthy endeavor, led by this very worthy man and our dear friend of our community. Please welcome Mayor Barkat.
I know.
Good evening, everybody. Rabbi Ian Pear, founder of Shir Hadash, Deputy Mayor Nomi Tzul, dear community, distinguished guests from abroad, and people that are willing to put and help build this fascinating community. I actually want to start off with a few words, with your permission, discussing or saying a few words about the unfortunate, tragic loss that we all had, losing Lee Cantor. As a matter of fact, I expected to see Fiona here today. Fiona was the person that got me to know the community and actually made sure that I come here tonight with Deputy Mayor Nomi Tzul. And instead of seeing her celebrating with us tonight, with half of your community at least, we spent time at the funeral last night. It's a big loss, and I have to say that I'm proud of you as a community, how this community is hugging Fiona and Yuda and the family at this terrible, hard time. And as mayor, I've instructed my team in Jerusalem, the new head of education, to look into how we can together, parents, community, municipality, how can we together learn from this incident and hopefully prevent this from happening again. It's a mutual responsibility we all bear to make sure we work together and to support ourselves and the city, and of course, in this case, Fiona, Yudi and the family. So I'd like to share my condolences and the city's condolences, and of course yours. And of course, when I meet her in the Shiva, I'll pass this as united condolences to the family. A few words about your community. I've learned that you're the most hugging community in Jerusalem. Very active in taking responsibility by addressing Jerusalem's needs, by enabling new immigrants, soft landing, as one as that can be, in our city and in our country. And I know, and Nomi knows, and we all know in the city, that anybody that approaches this community will have the best possible help he can to strengthen the city of Jerusalem through your community work. You also represent a very tolerant, inviting environment. And when we're standing here next to a new building that is going to be built, I can envision how your community is going to pave the road for new additional communities in the future and expand and strengthen Jerusalem. And when I look at the number of kids around here, the number of young generation. This is exactly what Jerusalem needs. By enabling young couples, young families, stay and choose Jerusalem as their destination, this is the best way, and practically the only way, for Jerusalem to strengthen. In the municipality, we can push culture, we can improve education, and we do, and focus on doing a better job in managing the city. But eventually, the real test that we all have is, can we make sure the young population, young couples, choose Jerusalem as their destination and stay? And your community, Shir Hadash, is a perfect way of how to enable that to happen. And when I heard that this is an opportunity, Rabbi Pear, to come and salute to your community, I grabbed it. And I decided it's very important for me to come to you and say thank you. And we will be serving you as you are serving the people of the city of Jerusalem. And indeed, I could tell you that something good is happening in our city. Something good for us together. This year, this summer, we're going to have 2.5 times more events than the summer of 2008. And the atmosphere is changing. The investment in culture is moving the culture institutions in Jerusalem from survival mode to creative mode. And you will find that there are very creative people in our city. And when we take off the glass ceiling, we can accomplish a lot. There's 30% more new business applications in 2009 than there were in prior years. This is a very big step in improving and enabling the private sector to become more and more successful in our city. We're working hand in hand with the government to propose new plans that we'll share with the public soon. Significant investments in enabling the private sector in culture, tourism, health, life sciences, and other businesses in our city, create more jobs, which is in the critical path of our success. And we'll be sharing very soon how we intend to expand and make more apartments available for the young generations to help keep more people in our city. There's another very good, important new numbers that we should all be very aware of. This year, in education, we will probably, this is our expectation, move from being below the national average of eligible for matriculations, people that finish matriculations, move from below the average to above the average through investments in education in our city. And the next year, starting from September, Tafshinayin Aleph, is the first year after 20 years that both the national and the national religious schooling system will have growth in the absolute numbers. This is the first year that the Mamlachti and Mamlachti Dati are more than they were in prior years. We have to make sure that these initial signs, we have to fuel them and make Jerusalem become even more successful. And I know I'm preaching to the choir because this community is a community that knows how to take responsibility and lead the way. So I would like to sign off by congratulating us all, you in the new building and the people that are contributing to make this happen. I think you've chosen a fascinating location. I was stunned when I came here and I saw, wow, this is the best location possible. And I want to wish us all lots of luck, to see good times. We have challenges ahead of us in Jerusalem, and we have to make sure Jerusalem, both physically and mentally, stays united and strong for the benefit of the next generation that we have here. Toda Rabba and B'atzlacha.
You want me to take a picture with the mayor?